Heyo, look at that. Finally, after good God, almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks, but that's what happens when you work 70 hours a week. You don't get much time to do the things that you really love to do. But I'm definitely doing it tonight. Oh, yes. Star Valor and Metal from Sleepy Dragon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's get on it. And as you may have read in the description, there is some new beta content to test. We need to do some verifying of some numbers. The new armor system. There are rumors of a new perk in the works. And we're going to see what that's all about maybe later. Boom. There it is. I'm like, oh, wow. What do they call that? Oh, wait, I don't care. Alright, so I know some of you were like, oh man, the big fleet battles. That's my favorite. Yeah, well, I know. It's the fun stuff. Our audio input capture is failing or just not happening. Ah, there it is. Before I go tweaking all the other stuff. Ah! Oh, helps if I turn down ye old computer speakers so we're not getting an echo. And all the miners did say, good lord, what are you shooting at? Station. Ooh! Ah! Oh my. What is happening here? Null reference exception, object reference. Okay, so we're just getting some funny collisions here. A lot of them. Are my ships not docking? Oh, they're not here yet. So what's causing this? Is it other ships colliding? Is it ships colliding with each other? They all seem kind of similar, but all mercenary verified docking collision. Is it listing my fleet ships as mercenaries? I don't know. Maybe. Looks like the loot filter's working. Overtime. I don't know how you got that. Oh, this is the mining station. This is where my mining... I'm not in the mining Zeus. Okay. No, not in the mining Zeus. Definitely not. Alright. Let's see, last time it seemed like I was kind of getting my butt kicked. And these have diminishing returns. Let's get rid of all three. No heat sinks anywhere. I brought my cooling down to 80. I need a lot more than that. I thought I still had some heat sinks. Oh well. Yeah, that's not really very helpful. Ah, there they are. Right, I can make pirate heat sinks now. Okay, that should be enough. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Did you just say Mew? Alright. 1400 on the recharge. Hey there. It's going good. How you doing? Armor 192. 34% DR. Silver Star, whoa. %48 DR with far more armor. Okay, things are feeling pretty familiar. 55 DR with 360 armor. Wait, what? Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at the old beta patch notes. Whoa! Okay. Wow, it's a biggin'. Okay, 2.0.6 C. Oh my. $77, $669, $72, $520, $66. Wow, I'm kind of winning. They're not doing very good. Something seemed a little weird when I fired my spinal. It seemed like it was actually... Oh, yeah. So armor-piercing crafting modifier no longer adds 25% crit chance. Now it adds 10% armor penetration for minus 9% damage. And can be added up to 9 times, being compatible with any core component. Values may change. Okay. Adjustments pending. Balance pending. Unfinalized change. Okay. Playing an isometric RPG. Okay. Okay. We are holding our own here. Back to the patch notes. My oh my. I don't hear the game sound. Is that just me? I know sometimes it glitches. There it is. Oh yeah. Woo! Now they're hitting me. Gotta run away from the missiles. Okay. Added dedicated as a crew learning focus. Can only learn one skill and will either try to learn new bonus effects or improve an existing one. Gets +1 to max skill level and bonus effect. Okay. Well, we'll try to find somebody who fits that so we can visualize. Added karma perk self-reliant. I'll let you find out what it is once unlocked. Effects may change. Okay. Self-reliant. I'm assuming that means something on the way to Lone Wolf, maybe? We're testing. We need numbers. Targeting ships now also show their armor and damage resistance. Added base armor for station according to their level. Ooh, we should go try to SWAT a station later. Added a chance for enemies to use more advanced armor like energy armor, Ardonian, or the other new types. Reduced elite and boss hit point bonus to 1.5 rather than 1.8, and 3.0 versus 3.5, respectively, to balance the overall armor increase. Okay. In other words, they're going to be just as tough. Hey, there's the developer. I'm doing great, man. How you doing? Change turning speed perk to a % instead of flat. Oh, turning speed, you mean skill? No. Crew? Perk. No, there is the perk. What perk is that? No, wait, maybe. Oh, crap. I'm gonna die. Not. Crew and perk. Okay. Affects pilot crew bonuses as well. Okay, got it. Added predefined weapon railgun. Cool. They get pre-builts now. Hey, they didn't follow me. Zeus spinal mounts now converge better. Ah, I see. I thought it seemed a little bit tighter, but I wasn't sure. Let's Yes, that is a lot better. Okay. It doesn't look. Oh, right. It still looks pretty far away, but before they would converge basically off the screen at this range. Zeus armor bonus from 100 to 25%. I don't remember what I was at before. Increased chance for crew members to spawn at level 1, both in stations and escape pods. Star Killer perk no longer grants 1000 Red Skull reputation when acquired in-game. All three experience perk slots are now unlocked for new players to choose. Fixed a few targeting bugs, which should improve both the player and fleet ship engaging enemies. Woohoo! Fixed ancient relic icon rotating. No, that was so cool. I was digging it. Yeah, I'm digging it. I like the new armor setup. I was never a wildly technical player, but It's fine. It's gonna be just fine. I like the names too. Nanomorph armor sounds badass. Fixed bug on fleet ships not showing armor from leadership, only the damage reduction. Okay, okay. For anyone going, huh? That's leadership. 2.0.6D becoming out. Oh. That is not. That's still being worked on. Okay. That's not. D's not in the beta branch yet. Yeah, Chrono Trigger's a badass game. I like that I like getting that reference. Woo! That's a good smoothie. I ran out of blueberries, so it's just strawberry, peach, and pineapple. Secret of Mana was great. Okay, smoothie's gone. Alright, so 2.0.6D, becoming allied with a faction now reveals all sectors controlled by that faction? That's my Asmongold impression. It's not very good. You can no longer extort the same target more than once. Good. Yes, that is good. If you don't like that, it's just it doesn't make sense, you know? I mean, like, maybe if you try to exploit the same target twice, they like call in friends and attack you, right? No, it just doesn't give you the option, right? Removed Zeus armor bonus entirely. Oh, because it did change to 25%. Now it's just gone. Improved Taurus mining as a fleet ship. Well, okay. Awesome. Added more starter blueprints for the self-reliant perk. No idea what that is. No spoilers. Nice, nice. So, did I read correctly that tomorrow that you're going to be doing a live stream tomorrow and possibly releasing the patch from beta to public with everything that I just read off? It's easy. No, I'm gonna try to figure it out for myself, unless that's like gonna take a long time. Is it not really one that I feel like it has something to do with Lone Wolf, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. We'll see. It just sounds very Lone Wolf-esque. Oh, okay. So 2.0.6D will go into beta tomorrow, is what you're saying, but not released to public yet. Not on primary branch. Okay, we got a frigate with 574 over 72%. Corvette 380, 57%. Another Corvette 439, 62, a little bit higher. Wild idea that you probably don't have time for. Would love to see you guys do a hardcore run and try to kill a Ravager before level 10. So that is one of the most difficult challenges. It kind of plays out like speedrunning. Like, you kind of learn better techniques as you do it, but it takes several attempts. Although you could just get lucky and pull it off really fast. But I think I've done it before. I'm pretty sure I have that perk unlocked in hardcore. Is it that one? Yeah. So I've unlocked it in hardcore. But yeah, I won't say it was easy, but there is some luck to it, for sure, but there's some luck to Battle Rush no matter what. But it's a lot like speedrunning in that there's a little bit of RNG, a little bit of manipulative gameplay, like not equipping a radar, a scanner, right? So you wouldn't have a scanner because that just gives you experience when you don't need it. When you don't need a scanner to detect a Ravager. Damage over time is something that comes up a lot. Well, Laios can tell you. I don't need to speak for him. He's here. It does seem like smaller ships are having a harder time killing me, damaging me, so yeah, I can see why the Zeus is going to lose its armor. They're barely putting a dent in my hull. Although I could fly kind of more towards the denser areas. Yeah, see, it's going down a little further now, but still just popping right back up. So yeah, the Zeus kind of feels a little overpowered now. Here comes another wave. We're down to 4 FPS. I had some weird collision bugs earlier. I don't know if you were here to see those yet. That's fine. I need to go back to the... Whoops. We're waiting. I got impatient and clicked too many times. Now I need to go back to the station anyway that I started from so I can try to get this these glitches to happen again. There. I was getting a series of null reference exceptions. Different ones. Weapon turret, update. I don't know if that's because of things that you changed that won't take effect because it's an old save. But then when I order the docking, I had a bunch of them pop up earlier like in a string. I think it was because there were some friendly ships flying by. It seemed like there was some collision issues. I forgot to take a screenshot, but it's in the opening. I don't know, I think it was just after the 10-minute mark. Okay. It seemed like they were mostly related. Yeah, system is enemy, system, faction index, AI character. Actually, it's a really light load. Like right now I'm getting 80. I have a Ryzen 3600. Now the game is on an NVMe. I've got 4 8 gig sticks of RAM and RX 6800 XT on a B450 motherboard. So like pretty good mid-range tech, but not super current, although it's not old either. I guess it's almost 3 years old. Arena's actually not taxing. What becomes taxing is large amounts of ships. So the reason it dropped down to 4 FPS earlier was basically only because of the amount of enemy ships on the screen and how much they're all firing at once. Otherwise, not much really hurts my FPS. And I do have my CPU set to stock. And I'm using a separate computer as a stream box, so you don't have to factor the broadcasting in to my system load. Burton, damn it, Burton Doc, thank you. The only thing running on my primary system right now is Steam and the game. Discord and broadcasting monitoring is happening on one system. The actual broadcasting and coding is happening on another system. I've got 3 computers when I broadcast. Now, they're not, the computer on this side that's got Discord and the browser open is an old Dell Core i5 with a single 8 gig stick of RAM and a very old basic SATA SSD. It's not special. The stream box, the one that's doing the encoding and broadcasting, is a Ryzen 2600X. Yeah, and it's got 2 8 gig sticks of RAM in it, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah. So yeah, what will help alleviate large fleet ships bogging down the CPU? What did I just do? Oh, I was already here. Damn it. Damn it, Janet. Yeah, he can optimize it, but also just having a faster and newer CPU. No limits. No limits. Maybe an option to set a limit, like a percentage base that you can set in the menu and freely adjust. Like sometimes I want to fight obnoxiously large. I think what would be cool, right, is primary game options to have a slider for and have it the hunter fleet weight, whether there are more ships or stronger ships. I feel like that would be a good solution if it's not unreasonably complicated to implement. That way you can still have that challenge, just in a more compact package that doesn't take as much to deliver. So just, if you slide it one way, it gets closer to the scale that we have now, and if you slide it the other way, it just starts combining hit points. So the ships will be basically the same, they'll just take longer to kill. And I'm saying I don't want that. Or you could have there be a hard cap of how many enemy ships could be in the system, so that when you kill one, the same wave will just, another one will warp in to replace it as you kill them. So, like, yeah, I mean, if he's still updating the game in 5 years, you could probably stretch things out a little bit more closely to what we have now. But say, like, and you could even base it off of the ship size values, right? Like what we have in Fleet Commander values, right? So, like, how many battle cruisers can you realistically engage at one time? And then say there doesn't need to be more than that on the screen at one time, but every time you kill one, it warps another one in to replace it. to where the reserve of ships that can fly in to replace are the same number of what's warping in all at once now. So say 100 ships warp in, right? 100, like, say you get a fleet of all battleships, all class 5 cruisers, or not all battleships, but, you know, the two different Vengi cruisers. Say they're all cruisers, and it's like the value's at 100, right? Well, you can only realistically fight like 10 or 15 at one time. So have the other 80 or 90 on reserve so that every time you kill one, another one takes its place up to that 100 of what would normally warp in. Something like that. That way, and each wave stacks behind it, right? So there's never more than, let's say, I feel like 20 or 30 could be a good hard cap. And then smaller ships, it could be 40, 50, 60 shuttles and yachts, something like that. Because they don't tend to be as, well, I don't know, 60, maybe 40 for shuttles and yachts, and like 15 for cruisers. And then cruisers and dreadnoughts, because I can't imagine there's a big resource difference between cruisers and dreadnoughts other than the fact that there's more hitboxes on a dreadnought sometimes. But I will say if you have a faster CPU and a more modern chipset, like I'm on a B450 motherboard, if I got a CPU that was the same speed as mine, but in the newer 7000 generation on a B650 motherboard, that would probably be significantly better. And plus then you could also on that chipset also have a much faster CPU anyway, so that would help. Exactly, just set a limit but with a replacement. I think that could be a solution. Rather than just giving, 20 cruisers 100,000 hit points each. As long as they queue properly, right? Because, and the queue would have to have a hard limit where it stops adding to the queue. So, like, no more than 5 waves lined up. Like, there's no reason to keep adding waves. If you're still fighting the first one, there's no reason to add a 10th wave to the queue. The queue is just so that it can maintain a variety of different... I mean, I don't even know if you'd really need it. It could just wait until... Like, it won't spawn in the next wave until the previous wave gets reduced to a certain percentage, maybe. Forget the queue altogether, it just waits until there's a certain percentage left. That probably makes more sense. No reason to keep a queue going. So I'm really excited for this developer live stream because of the picture. That station kind of reminds me of the arena station, but also a lot different. It looks It looks significantly different. But it's like kind of a general shape. It has kind of a... Well, I'll just come out and say it. It has kind of an entertainment look to it, like almost like a resort or something. It looks a little more fun. It's got different color lights on it and what look like screens. That looks like fun. Is Star Valor gonna have mini games besides the arena? In-game mini games? I'm guessing. I don't know. I've heard some discussions about possibilities, but I do a pretty good job of being in the know, but also making sure I still leave myself some surprises. Tower defense. There's definitely... I don't know if it'll ever go that far. I wouldn't count on it getting that out of hand, but that would be interesting. There's definitely the fundamental assets to make a ship-based turret defense, tower defense. Can you imagine? Like, there was this game I used to play on my cell phone called Royal Revolt, and you basically have a castle that you build all the different things in, all the different buildings to train different units. And what you do is the pathway to your castle, you customize the road that goes up to your castle, and then line it up with towers. So you're building the road to your castle is a tower defense map that you build, and then you can go against other players' tower defense setups, and they can go against yours as a little third-person character running around summoning armed units to help you along the way and getting different power-ups and different power-ups for your buildings, for defense, different power-ups for your guy. It was a very unique and interesting game. I had a lot of fun with it. I was very addicting, but it was also very much a pay-to-win kind of game. Freemium as fuck, as I used to say. But still, and the core concept and early gameplay, it was still a lot of fun. It kind of had that similar aspect where you get to be the both sides of a tower defense. Okay. Tigger mentioned that Lyos, you were. Oh. All right. Keep your secrets. Have your secrets. Tigger mentioned that you were curious about torpedoes. I don't know if I've seen a lot of torpedoes. That's kind of a tough one. Wow. I'm definitely seeing the accuracy adjustment. Have we hit a lull? Do I need to reset? There may not be a hunter fleet coming in. How do I do that? How do I make that happen? I'm really good at borking that. Oh, I don't have enough cooling from my spinal mount at all. Oh right, because I died. I'm only at 109 weapon cooling. Because I took off a bunch of my pirate heat sinks. Yes, I see. Okay. Well, I don't need that much, do I? Oh wait, let's check it. Yes, I do. Okay. Fine. Asking the big questions now. Indeed. Yeah, I think I bugged it again already. How do I do that so easily? I'm quite good at wrecking the thing. Don't tell my boss at the auto parts store that I like breaking technology. And that I'm really good at doing it without realizing it. I changed like 5 people's batteries today because of the cold weather. When it suddenly gets really cold, all of a sudden car batteries just start dying left and right. Like if it's already kind of on the edge, that's just enough to tip it over. I haven't made any mistakes yet. I've probably done 15 battery changes so far. I haven't got to do anything else yet. I'm excited for the first alternator. Alright, so let's go ahead and we shall save. We're going to go right back in again. I made a joke about that at work, but obviously nobody got it because they don't play video games that much. Not like what I do. They play sports or first-person shooters. Well, actually, alternators are cheaper than batteries most of the time, especially lately. Like, I think the alternator on my car was like 140 bucks, but car batteries are like 180 plus. I mean, you can get a $100 car battery, it's just not going to last very long. Most people buy like 150 to $250 batteries, at least in my local area, and alternators don't cost that much. Unless you have like a more expensive or newer car. It kind of goes back and forth. But the batteries tend to be easier than the alternator most of the time. I'll say that some cars make changing the battery really complicated, but if changing the battery's complicated, then they probably made the alternator more complicated than it needs to be as well. But to do an alternator, I mean, you disconnect your negative battery cable, you release the tensioner on your drive belt, or whatever. If you have a serpentine, it's one belt. But if you have an accessory belt on your alternator, you just release the tension for it, and then you unhook the control cable and the power cable from the alternator, and then you unbolt it, and then, as the Haynes manuals like to say, installation is the reverse of removal. You put the new one in its place, you bolt it in, pop the 2 cables on, put the belt back on, reconnect the battery, and you're good to go. So it's not super complicated, it's more intimidating the first time. The second time you change an alternator, you're just like, as long as you remember to do the steps in the right order and disconnect the battery and don't electrocute yourself, it's really not that hard. A lot of the problems that amateur mechanics will run into is that tensioners can be a little difficult when you don't know, and well, it's called a tensioner, right? So like it's a really strong spring that pushes against the belt to make sure that it maintains tension, so it actually turns everything. It's not just about how much strength you need to open it, to move it, to release the tension. It's just knowing what angle to pull it from and hoping that there is a good angle and based on where it is in your car, because it varies by car. Being able to apply and maintain the amount of force that it takes, and then being able, once you pull it open, hold it with one hand while you take the belt off of a pulley. You just got to pull it off of one pulley, and then you can let it go. But again, that's the most basic, straightforward changing an alternator. Some cars make it far more complicated. But a battery is just unhook red cable, unhook black cable, or no, unhook black cable, then unhook red cable. Rule of thumb in a car. Rule of thumb in a car. The black, when you're unhooking your battery, never have only the black cable connected. Because when you take the red one off or put it back on with the black one already connected, you're going to see sparks. You can cause a little bit of arcing, and there's a higher chance that it's going to cause damage to the battery if you don't get a clean unhook. And it's just dangerous by comparison. Always unhook the black connector first, the negative cable, and when you put the new one in, reconnect the positive one first. And the way I put it to people, the way to remember it, the black cable should never be the only one connected. What was the other one? Oh yeah, the other primary thing to remember when you're talking about a battery, if that black cable is connected to your battery, then basically everything metal on the outside of your car is also connected to that terminal on the battery, because it's the ground. It grounds to pretty much everything in the car. That's how the car circuit works. It runs through all the metal. So if you connect even if the red cable is disconnected, the positive, if you touch something to the red terminal and then to basically anything metal under the hood, it's going to create a circuit if that black wire is connected. That's just how it works. It also means that if you have to replace, it's really uncommon to have to replace those cables. But if you do have to replace your battery cables, the positive one is much easier to do because it connects to two things, where the negative cable connects to, anywhere from, 12 to 100 different things. It branches all over the damn place because that's how grounding works. He did say earlier he's not sure if he's going to spoil that tomorrow on the live stream. But he will. Apparently, he'll say what it's not. But just remember, if you tell people too many things that it's not, you'll wind up accidentally telling them what it is by process of elimination. Anyway, there's your automotive lesson for the day. Alternators are sometimes cheaper than batteries. The black cable should never be connected by itself, and the black cable connects to pretty much everything under the hood of your car that's made of metal, including the body of the car, although the paint job usually keeps that from being part of the circuit. But don't take that for granted, because paint can chip. Anyway, nobody cares about cars, I'm just talking. Alright, so this is an all-cruiser wave, so we're not going to see torpedoes. We're only down to 14 FPS, so there's still ships warping in? No, it's just one wave. Alright. Let's go ahead and Oh, I warped some in, they warped some in. We got our null reference exceptions up. It's hard to read because of the... There you go. Get your screenshot in, Lyos. I had to change the background because all the red ships on the radar kind of made it hard to read. Weapon turret update. So that's some... You said you already fixed that one. I guess that has something to do with the new targeting that you implemented for AI. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Nice. Now we're down to 4. And now it's just staticky noise, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the audio. It's just the sound of the shield. Would it be possible to be able to only turn off that one sound effect? Shield hit sound. There might be other people that like that too, you know, to be able to turn up other sounds like weapon fire and stuff like that, and explosions. Just, wow, look at that drone pile mess. Oh yeah, the drone glitch. I don't know if that's because of the frame rate being so low, but they don't turn. Or maybe they're turning really slow, I can't tell. But they seem kind of bugged. They're like jumping on and off. They don't seem glued. Yeah, I don't think the shield sound thing is a just me thing. I just don't think people realize how much they might enjoy being able to just turn off that one sound. I can't really think of any other sound effects that I would want to be able to isolate to turn off. I like the sound effect when I'm doing like regular gameplay, just so I know if something actually hit me or not. But in this instance, it's just kind of like, I know I'm getting hit. I'm always getting hit. I'm never not getting hit. It just kind of drowns out all the other sounds of the game. It's kind of, oh, missile time. More drones. They seem to be detaching and reattaching, though. See, the way they're going out and in. Well, you would probably want that too. Just turn off all impact sound, right? So like the shield shusha sound, just not the explosions. Maybe the explosions. I don't know. There's a few different layers in the sound there that are kind of, I don't know, hit or miss. Ah, puns. Bad dragon. No puns. Well, for me, it's not necessarily, it's just that sound effect doesn't stack well, in my opinion. It just kind of, because of the volume and the pitch of it, it just kind of drowns everything else out, and it sounds kind of staticky at that point. So it just becomes noise, and it's an unnecessary sound when you know that you're just constantly getting hit anyway. Like, there's not much of a need for me to know if each individual shot is hitting. I can see, I can watch it. Oh, we got a little tooltip up there. Forgot about that. the, right, so basically anything that could have that frequency. Um, the laser fire is not so bad. But I also don't know if turning the volume to 0 in this game is a true mute. Like, is it still processing the sound effects and music even though I have the volume at 0? It's not always like that in every game, if I remember correctly. That could be a performance option, is to actually be able to turn it, to actually stop it from processing, rather than just muting it, but still having it process. Unless it is a true mute at 0%. The sound of 1,000 vangy middle fingers, all together. As if a million vangy middle fingers flew up. I fear something terrible has happened. Millions of vangy cried out in terror and were suddenly flipping me off. Yeah, I don't know how big of a difference that makes. I mean, sound processing doesn't use a lot of CPU power. It's got its own chip for the most part. Most of that happens off CPU. The CPU is just serving it up to the sound processor. All right. We're definitely not dwindling their numbers quickly. 1 FPS. Hey Steam, can you serve me up some fractions? Or a decimal? Maybe we'll get more out of a pirate battle fleet. Game says, ow. Oh, there's the pirate system. But it's under a faction war. They all are. Or they're low level. Damn it. Okay. Let's just go next door really fast. It won't let me. Just any gate, huh? Let's go to that one. They're still going. Well, all right then. Make way. Oh, is it gonna freeze here tonight? Oh, cool. Probably not, but maybe. It's at least gonna get down to 35, maybe colder. For those not familiar with Fahrenheit, 32 degrees is our freezing point for water. So 35 is pretty dang close. I think that's like half a degree Celsius off, maybe? I don't remember. It's gonna get down to 2 Celsius, so it's 2 degrees off. Okay. Now I can cleanly pick a new system of pirates. Ooh, I did not want the fleet with me for that. That's right. Oh well. It always reminds me of that Arnold Schwarzenegger and John Belushi or Joe Belushi movie, Red Heat, when the Arnold Schwarzenegger is playing a Russian FBI or KGB or whatever the current version of the FBI was at the time. He's playing a Russian FBI agent for lack of proper terminology, and he's fighting with the Russian criminal. And Belushi's playing an American cop, and he's just like, this is all very Russian. And what he's saying is that he's fat and out of shape and can't keep up, but he also can't understand anything they're saying, so he has no idea what's going on. It's okay to fight hunter fleets in a system that's got a faction war happening, because this happens. As long as the hunter fleet is sufficiently stronger than the faction war fleet. But yeah, none of the politics or police procedure or anything made any kind of sense to him. So he's just like, I don't know what's going on, but it's happening in America. They're doing a cooperative. What was just... Oh. What are they shooting at me over here? Is that a railgun? Do enemies have railguns now? That's a railgun. Look at this motherfucker firing a railgun at me. That's exciting. I've never been so excited to be shot at before. I did read that part of the patch notes where there are pre-made railguns, but it didn't mention specifically that enemies would have railguns. But in hindsight, it seems like a pretty obvious implication. Although I kind of enjoyed the... Oh, there's a stack here. So you see how my guys stop firing at them? I'm pressing F to get that little burst out, because there's a ship stuck under the other ship. Apparently this is the same. The AI will fire at them. My escorts will fire at them. But my flagship hesitates. So I don't know. I don't have a clue how that works. You're on your own there, Laios. As if I was any kind of help at solving bugs before. I can identify a bug, I can demonstrate a bug, but solving it? Not so much. That's a little bit outside my wheelhouse, as they say. Not my specialty. Ooh, looks like we're in for some rain on Monday. But it's still going to be less than 15 Celsius, so... Okay. Probably just slow down the warp rate, or space it out more, or both a little bit, so that it's not... A little of both, maybe. Whoa! In case anybody wanted to see what that was like. Neat. Somebody's shooting a railgun at me, but it's like scattering. It looks like a shotgun. I like it. It's because they have the two gimbal turrets on the outside, so it's like crossing over and then expanding again. Oh, yeah. I don't need that stuff. Yeah. Kinda... Here, let's... I still don't think that's gonna make any difference. The lowest I can go is 300. That's my barely on. Not against the pre-built ones. Now I am curious what my fleet ships are doing way over there. I know I didn't... They flew all the way over here on their own, chasing something. And remember, when a hunter fleet only has repair ships left, the best place to sit is on a debris field. Because they'll actually park there still. Oh, new wave. Well, they knocked the shield down, but it's recharging again. No, Zeus isn't OP at all. But it's supposed to be, right? Just not this much, but like, kinda. I mean, it helps that I have the armor bonuses up top there for the expansions, enhancements. No, it's still overheating. Ah! He's definitely benefiting from the extra thrust. The cruiser's got a better power to weight ratio, so it's helping him along. But I don't think his top speed is going to go much higher, so it's just really an acceleration bonus. Oh, their drone's still attached. That's pretty long range. Oh. That's Shift H. Joe Friday, how's it going? Death hug. That's why I didn't shoot him. Forgot about that. It might be exclusive to the Zeus. Because I've got the 2 Zeus escorts. And that was the last one. Red Skull's almost up to 1 million. Ooh, Pirate Heavy Booster. That'll be fun later. I don't use boosters right now because tanky. Yeah. Wait. Oh. He's shooting You added non-Vulcan to the Cerberus. Yes! Even if it's just one other weapon type, I don't care. That's awesome. But are they still limited to those presets, or can they? Yeah, I just saw it. He hit me and then Alana. Awesome. Yeah. Syndicate battle fleet defeated. What? Where was that? Didn't even notice. Is that just what Vulcan looks like now? Did you just make Vulcan purple? I swear a Cerberus shot and it went through me. What's going on here? I'm quite confused. This is quite baffling, sir. I can't tell if the Cerberus had railguns or if Vulcan's just purple or both or what happened there. I was pretty sure that the Cerberus shot a railgun at me. I may have just been seeing something else though. Sometimes you're wrong. He's not telling us. Wow, there's four pirate stations here. because it seemed like there was one here. So now it seems like there's one here as well. So I don't know how to get the new perk, and I don't want it spoiled. I haven't looked into it. I've speculated that it has something to do with a similar idea to Lone Wolf, but don't confirm that or deny it. That's just where I'm at with it. I don't know. I'll figure that one out later. I'll probably have to work it out online just because. Yeah, Lyos said that. I'm going to try not to look. Or you mean the game menu? Because it's not on here. Or do you mean here? No, it's not these. I know, I'm not gonna look though. I'm gonna try to work it out. I'm gonna start a new game and see if I can just get to it, but it'll probably take a few tries. Or it could just take forever and I'll give up and spoil it, but not yet. I'm trying to work out my schedules between the two jobs that I have to work, give or take 70 hours a week. More if I can handle it. So I haven't had a lot of time to play lately. The last time I streamed Star Valor was almost 2 weeks ago, and I really haven't had much time other than that to sit down and do much of anything for fun, which is fine with me. I've got projects that I need funding for, so I'm willing to make that shift for now. But I do want to get to more streaming soon. Yeah. It helps. That 5% helps. It's giving me a whole 10 cargo space. It's not like massive, but you might as well get it. I mean, but yeah, it is one of those easy to forget to do ones. $810,000. Nice. Okay, Lyos, anything else that we need to test? Anything in particular? I'm open to suggestion. That I am, with my terrible, terrible English accent that doesn't really sound like anything but growl. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't put any of the beta changes on the Steam forum devlog because they're not on the public devlog. I take it that was the correct thing to do, right? Because 2.0.6 says join the Patreon if you want to do the beta test, but the features are only shown in the private channel. I know that you're letting us demonstrate them live, but the fact that you haven't detailed them on the Discord, I assume, means not to detail them on Steam either. Good. This is when I shamelessly plug to like and subscribe the channel. Even though I haven't been streaming as much lately, I do intend to begin to stream more as time rolls forward and I adapt to my new schedule. Let me put it this way. Right now, the way my schedule is, it's pretty patchwork. I haven't had a day off in like 2 weeks, at least. And probably won't have a day off for another week or two, maybe 3. Oh, but you mean like the balance of getting good loot? Like, does playing on relaxed mode basically loot starve you to the point that it's actually more difficult? That's worth testing, I think. That too, plus the perks. I feel like that could cause a bit of loot starvation. I'll have to test that next time. Yeah. This one's only plus 41. It's not percentage based. 43. Yeah, I don't usually focus too much on range because I know the enemies are going to come to me pretty quickly. But when you first build your first Zeus on a playthrough or start with one, range can be very handy. In other words, first strike is a really big deal. But especially against pirates, when they just walk up to you, it's not as big of a deal. But yeah, early to mid game, range is really cool. Range is really nice to have. There's still part of me that wants the option to be able to dismiss my fleet ships. To tell them to leave the system. I know it seems kind of silly, but this one drone. But a fly buzzing around my head. I think so. As long as it doesn't count as their emergency warp, but just a warp. Or maybe it does count as their emergency. I don't know. Maybe it needs to count as their emergency warp. I'm not good at that kind of thing. Yeah, something like that. Dang. My highest is 183. But again, with the not my focus. I need to replace those guys with damage buff. I've been really lazy with my gunners, as usual. Like, that's weapon damage. Why don't I have them on something? Whoa! No, those were already there. It just caused this one. Muzzle flash validate. Clear. Oh, yeah. The ones that sit outside your range and dance around like crazy. Indeed. $832. Although we are seeing dramatic drops in frame rate already. 32 frames per second. But there are a lot of repair ships buzzing around the system at range. And a lot of loot on the ground. Yep. Oh. Follow me, and you'll be in a world of pure pain imagination. Wow, 2 rebel battles. Oh, this is the Children of Terra system. The quest one, I bet. Yeah. Just, I don't know why I don't use that button more. This is going to be funny. Ta-da! Boop. Booped your nose. Yeah, hit the station with your railgun. Real smart. Oh yeah, I just felt the temperature drop outside from all the way in here. Oh boy. We're down to 6 Celsius. We're getting there. Although I'm sure it's much colder where some of you folks are right now. I doubt I'm in the coldest area out of all of us. A text message? Well, all right then. Hostile fleet warping any minute now. Maybe. Or did I bug it again? Nope, there they are. It only seems to bug on the Vang E fleets, but once it does bug on the Vang E fleets, it seems to bug them all. But it only seems to trigger with the Vang E. Wow, I'm kind of digging the cannon with the beams on this dominance. It's a lot of cannons. Are those flak or regular cannons? No, there's no explosion radius, so they're not flak. They're just regular cannons. But they seem to be the ammo-based type. Pretty well holding his own. Although they're not really shooting very much. Now he's gonna get wrecked. They do seem to have a variety of weapons, though. The Cerberus, they seem to have different weapons. Like, am I hallucinating? Perhaps. Nah, I'm just seeing drones. Never mind. I love the weather. It's 6 Celsius, but it feels like 4 Celsius. Well, then it's 4 Celsius, okay? Like, maybe it doesn't feel like 4 Celsius to my water pipes, but what's the difference? What? As Lewis Black once said, why do I need to know what the temperature would be if conditions were otherwise perfect? If it feels like 4 degrees Celsius, then it's 4 degrees. Although, if they did flip it around, people would complain about that too, so I guess it doesn't make a difference. $840,000. That poor dumb bastard shuttle. A no-star shuttle just flies right up on top of me like that. Like, come on, man. At least pretend. At least feign some tactics. Like, pretend you've got something going on. Can you at least act like you have a plan? If there's one thing that's gonna get improved by hanging around, working at the auto parts store, hanging around with a bunch of gearheads and mechanics, my trash talk game is gonna go up. I'm gonna level up on my trash talk game really fast. Even compared to the hardware store that I work at, they have nothing on mechanics. It's a whole different breed of people, even though there's a lot of overlap. Just the environment itself, going from home improvement to the garage, the attitude changes dramatically. The things people are willing to say out loud. Oh wow, my energy bottomed out. Interesting. They'll shoot at the part of the ship that's not overlapping another ship, but they won't shoot at the center of it, which is what they're prone to aim at. So what I have to do is get the turret to where the limit of the turret's radial arc is just on that one part of the Cerberus that's not overlapping the cruiser. And only those turrets that are in that position. If the turret has the ability to aim at the center of the Cerberus, it will then aim at it, but not fire. Ah! Come with me, my nemesis. I forgot to keep an eye on that. Although there's 4 stations, I can afford to lose 1 or 3. But I'd rather not. Oh, the station's being supported by the repair ships from the other fleet. So they're going to repair the station and shoot at anything that's incidentally within their point defense range. So the stations are probably fine because they're going to be caked up with repair ships. Hopefully all of them will be. That should prevent the faction warships from being able to destroy a station. But I still don't want to count on it. I do want to actively try to avoid losing any of these pirate stations. Oh. What was it you wanted to see about torpedoes? I was getting hit with a torpedo a minute ago. Oh, there's some. Over here. Somebody down here has torpedoes, but I think it's that guy. But he almost destroyed himself doing it. No? Maybe not. Although I probably can't demonstrate what he wanted to know about torpedoes just because of the level of armor and whatnot. Ah, I had a feeling. But it's torpedoes versus dreadnought, right? Just what if I do that? Ooh, yeah, that was too much. Holy crap, it's cold. This room doesn't have great insulation, which is why I don't open the door or the air vents very much. Let me find my space. Oh, I don't think I can run my space heater with all the computers on. I haven't tried that yet. Actually, it should be able to run on the circuit that the stream box is on low. Just put it by my feet. I could also just put more clothing on, but screw that. Boring. Da, 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 da. Okay. Goodly. All right. Put some socks on, maybe. As it approaches freezing, socks might be a good idea. Nope, still 6C. It's just seeping into the house now. .27 FPS. Maybe I should open the air vents, get the heater going. Yeah, I better do that. At least turn the heater on for the cats. I'll let this run. Weight the space bar down. Okay. Grab a nice light jacket. Well, I guess it sounds like I need to start a new save then. That's the impression that I get. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-dum. I'm also going to eat a quick snack. So I'll turn off the camera so people don't have to watch me eat. Because it's just not that kind of channel. Yeah, you caught that. Very good. Never had to knock on wood. Ah, I forgot about that one. Nice. Um, let's see. It's called self. I only know that the perk's called self-reliant. I'm not going to hover over it, but I'm going to assume that I don't want to fleet. I'm not going to assume that I'm going to get that. That one's pretty helpful early game. Although that's a pretty good combination. Did he say? Yeah, he took the good frigate, huh? Do I want to start with a frigate? I kind of do. It's a pretty decent starting frigate too. It's so hard for me to get behind that because of the weapon layout. But I don't know if I'd want to Scourge either. Taurus could be fun. Venom. V4. That's a toughie. I don't know. I don't know which way to go on that. It's been a while since I've used a Raven. Decent weapons, cargo. kind of lacking in equipment, but far from the worst. It's as good as the Scourge on equipment. Has better weapon capacity. Weapon layout's not as good, but not terrible. Yeah, let's give the Raven some love. Oh yeah, Splattercat. It is an independent. Really though, I'm not going to use a fleet because I think I'm not supposed to. Which actually makes Novacat kind of appealing. But only for the weapon heat. That's really not... Oh yeah, no. Generally, it's either going to be miles per hour or me. I love the not Starfleet uniform. I love it. And if you're an explorer, it's actually a pretty decent, other than the sensor power loss. It's a pretty good starter. Often attract more powerful enemies, weapon range, crew efficiency when not owning a fleet. It's a good one. Telonical. Efficiency while not owning a fleet, yep. Just for being equipped. If you have Bogan as your co-pilot or first officer and Jean-Philippe as your navigator, you get a pretty good boost to... Yeah, Splattercat gives armor. Percent based. Does that not need to change for the new system, or is that acceptable? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really a numbers guy. Not doing permadeath. Alright, we go a whopping 3.1. I've got $5,000. Oh yeah, these are timed. But only for the reward. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make that in 12 minutes. Maybe. I probably could. I'm just not gonna because I don't know what's out there. Nuclear Winter! Yeah, Raven's one of my old favorites. I always loved the Raven. It's still one of the best frigates in the game in my opinion. Alright, I'll accept that on my way out. Oh, I'm broke already. Damn, that it goes quick. Maybe I'll keep that. Oh, we could make a game out of the new perk. Tell me when I fucked it up, but wait a while to tell me. Wait a few minutes to tell me, and don't tell me how. I don't know how the new perk works, so don't spoil it. Oh yeah, small package. I didn't even check. Ah! Alright, I'm leaving. Jeez. Bastards. Okay. I'm assuming the means I've already fucked up. Interesting. Self-reliant. Oh. It's that hardcore? Wait, don't tell me. Don't say anything else. Okay. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Wow. No, it can't be. Okay, don't tell me. I'm trying to interpret the name here. I'm assuming I didn't fuck up in the way I made it. It can't be the way that we'll stick with the name for now. Yeah, that ship was on fire. Okay, I'm taking Sloppy instead of Last Starfighter. I'm going to assume that that is the right thing to do. Does that make sense? Am I on the right track? Don't... Just say if I'm on the right track or not. Don't tell me. If it's what I'm thinking, it's a challenge I've done before. Because that's starting cash. And none of that really matters. So it makes more sense to get my +1 spaceship size from Sloppy than from Starfighter. Yeah. Like, completely self-reliant, huh? Holy crap. That is... Oh god. Oh god, it's evil. No, I think I turned fast enough to keep it up front. The hard part's not the knowing, the hard part's the remembering. It can't be that simple though, right? He's starting to believe. There has to be more to it though, I'm assuming. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that picking somebody who repairs armor is kind of a necessity in a way. Unless you're just really goddamn good. See, I thought it was something to do with Lone Wolf, that it had to do with reputation. Again, don't tell me if it does or doesn't. Just that was my initial thought, was that it was a precursor. Like, not a prerequisite for Lone Wolf, but something that you would just get along the way if you were doing that. This is how I like to play games, though. I like to not know what I'm doing. You know, like, when I first got Factorio and Elite Dangerous, well, no, if I'm not gonna, probably don't. He didn't drop anything. No, don't steal my Marauder kill. Where are these Marauders coming from? Well, I definitely want that. Shit. I should have gone ahead and got the exploration. I'm assuming that... Interesting. see. Oh crap, there's two of them. That makes it difficult. Or not. My armor's still... Nobody's dropping anything useful. How the hell am I supposed to... There's our pirate hideout. Oh crap. I'm gonna end up running away from this guy. Oh, maybe not. Great. I can't see any of the connected sectors, so I don't know. Holy shit, level 7, get me out of here. Wow. Oh, I did do hardcore, didn't I? I gotta remember that's gonna be making everything more difficult. Balls. Okay. That 2 armor repair is brutal. Ah. Okay. Work toward that one. Still a higher level system though. I probably shouldn't be here either. Escape pod. Please, it's Lady Hawk. I was hoping for a gunner, but oops. I don't have anywhere to put an instructor. Unless I move Sleepy to engineer, but then I'm losing the speed. try that one. And I'm gonna put this here. What? Why do I keep putting you as a navigator? Shit. Wow. I'm gonna keep riffing on my lone wolf theory. But I'm not gonna I need to fight some of those guys. Crap. That dude is really tough. Shit, and I'm out of power. I'm gonna die! Ah! How is this supposed to work? This is what I get for going to a frigate. It's probably making it a lot harder than it needs to be. What I wouldn't give to be able to do a barrel roll right about now. Ah, crap. And I died. So that one. That's a real melon scratcher. It's not like I want to spend the whole game sitting still waiting for my armor to refill, but... Leave me alone, you bastard! What the... Ah! Jesus! Damn. Okay. It's not gonna do me any good. Yeah, I've been trying to save pretty often, but at the same time, like... Yeah, I can't fight that guy. Crap, crap, crap. It was an accident, I swear. Probably. Wow, he's gonna kill me. Oh god. I want to cover. Whoops. Interesting. Halfway there. Okay. Hmm. That's that crazy overpowered pirate sector. That was the friendly one. So I actually want to go over here first. I'm not even going to fight a level 1 speeder, am I? Good lord. No, because the rest of them might attack me. Self-reliant. Okay, trial by fire. Come on, shield, recharge. 20 more seconds. Aggressive, okay. Back up to a quarter armor. Jesus. Dear God, please make sure I don't run into any pirates. Oh shit. Oh crap. That almost ended it right there. look at that. I got him neutral. Alright, so now I'm pretty safe. But to do what? Looks like a debris field. I only have positive rep with the Children of Terra. Oh my god. Shit. But I do need the exploration. I just need to get... Just gonna have to try to rush past them. This is getting crazy. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep this up if I'm not finding any equipment or weapons. Holy crap. For when hardcore permadeath is just too easy, huh? Like, I'm completely dependent on skills to stay alive, and so far I haven't taken any combat skills, which I'm kind of wondering if that wasn't a mistake. But I don't know. I don't know what the thresholds are. Like, how long do I have to keep this up? So I haven't failed yet, I'm assuming. I don't know if I'm making it harder on myself than I need to, but don't tell me if that's the case either. Halfway there could have been a time limit. Could have been conceptual. Could be missing something entirely. Like, I can't assume that just because you're saying I'm getting warmer, I can't assume that that means I'm going to get there just by doing what I'm doing now, right? So I don't know. Oh, shit. That I was not expecting. Okay, there's a station here. But they're not going to attack the Marauders. I have to wiggle in between these two, and I could just end up dying. At least the Red Skull don't hate me. Oh, my armor's almost halfway full. Holy hell. Okay. Doing pretty good so far. Assuming I don't accidentally ram into that Red Skull. The Marauder Inquisition is a gauntlet. Like, I got lucky with the one down there. Did I check for loot on that one? I don't even remember them all dying. Should probably go check just for shits and giggles. I'm lucky there's no Marauders warping in after me. Because that would pretty much be the end of it. Even if I dropped shields to get the speed boost and it was enough to outrun them, it probably wouldn't be enough to outrun them. Yeah, it only gets me a couple of points more. And I lose power. Oh, good. Refined metal. That's super helpful. Did that say hostile warp in? Yep, there it is. Oh, thank God. That was very he's still kind of chasing me, but kind of not. I feel like I was going to have an easier time swatting level 1 civilians in the other sector. I got really lucky that that Marco was there when I passed by that Marauder. Oh, you know what I could be doing? Oh no, I don't actually have an upgrade kit, I just have the blueprint. Damn it. That doesn't help me at all. Blueprint learn. But why? Oh shit, there it is. Ah. Okay. So I need save. But it doesn't assign it to me? It's unlock, not acquire on purpose. New game to use it. Okay. Reach level 10 without buying any equipment or ship while having no faction beyond neutral. Okay, so I could have docked at a station and repaired. Okay. It wasn't that evil. I was convinced that if I even docked at a station, it was gonna ruin it. You can't buy any weapons, equipment, or ships. So you can only sell and repair. Words of the hero, I am my fate. Marty Rubin. No, that's exactly how I wanted that to go. Wow. Yeah, exactly. No, that's I was making it harder than it needed to be, but at the same time, wow. Reach level 10 without buying equipment or ships. So if I had found a ship, if I had found a derelict, I could have had a fleet. Okay. And I could have hired a damn. I could have had a gunner if I had found one. I could have had crew. I could have had a mercenary. I could have repaired my ship. Okay. Yeah, I mean, without a way to undo it, that could be considered a brick save. That would, yeah. No, that makes sense. And I got it as a hardcore unlock. It didn't record the time though. Oh, because it doesn't assign it. It won't give you a time because it doesn't assign it. Was that right? I definitely made it harder than it needed to be. But that's fine. I'm not upset about that. I was in my head I was thinking it can't be that cruel. That's bananas. I mean, now I have to try it. So that actually would have been the right way to go if I had known the parameters. This would have been the right thing to do because that starting cash would be helpful. Okay. That fun with maps is actually useful there. I don't know why I got that. I don't really care about collector beams that much. I want the loot detection range. Um, if I can't buy ships, there's no guarantee that I'll have a fleet. That I'll find a derelict by level 25. I'll probably find a derelict by level 25, but I don't know. But I know that I can get... I know that I can get Ace within these parameters. But that, if I'm not buying anything, I'll have plenty of cash for... Well, no, because if I can't buy anything, I won't be killing as much. Wow! So what am I going to throw away to put this on? That's the question. Because I want that. I guess I will do without the cash. Because I want my fleet ships to have that bonus. I'll just shoot for ace on my own. I guess theoretically I could start as lone wolf. Although no, I can get a different background now. I just couldn't work towards the background to earn self-reliant, but now I can have a different background. So I could totally go rebel and get a Zeus as self-reliant. Oh god, what would a Zeus start with self-reliant be like? Is that just too obnoxious? I couldn't get that. I mean, I have to do it now that I've thought of it. No, we'll keep that. Wait, can you? Hold on. Yeah. I can do a self-reliant, just me and the boys start. Pure pain, yeah. Because, I mean, what do you shoot with? It's not like you can go buy a gun real quick. That sounds awful. Oh, pure pain. I think you just named the save there. That's exactly what that is. Well, if I can't buy shield upgrades and I can't buy weapons, how am I going to earn money? If I do that, I'll have... Or how am I going to... I won't even... If I do that, I'll lose that $2,000 to repairs in a heartbeat. Like, I definitely have to take these two. That would be pretty nice. So with that... Oh my god. I need the speed booster cost, but I also need the double hit point regeneration. Well, if I shorten pure pain, it's poopy. Or poopa. The only thing that could make it more obnoxious would be collision damage, because then I really would run out of money fast. I have to, though. I can't not try it. There's gotta be something better than that. But then I won't have that. Like, I want defense, but at the same time, long game, that's gonna be essential. You're not wrong. The temptation to save scum will be overwhelming. Does that even... Uh-oh. It does reach past the ship. That does not. But it covers the side, which I'll need. And this covers the front right. Enough. So I'm not going to be able to buy anything. How great would it be to find a tin head workshop right now? Now wait. Can't buy weapons, equipment, or ships. Oh. What? Oh, you start with basic blueprints. Oh. Okay. Okay, that changes everything. That is that is a lot less hellacious than I thought. Okay. We're on to something. Because I can buy crafting materials. Five base components. I don't have any scrap metal, so it's not going to be easy. It's my go-to. It's my go-to pain in the face. If it sounds like a challenge, then do it with a dreadnought start. Wow, that would actually be useful right now. Because this gun's only got 11 DPS. It's almost a 10% increase. I bet. I mean, there's ways to play it where it's not this rough. That would be pretty cool. I'm assuming I should go that route. It seems like scavenging is the primary. Business wouldn't even be that bad. Definitely gonna do some mining. What do I need? Oh, beautiful. Okay. So that's... That and that are my first things to build. And then I can start working on shield chargers. So yeah, definitely scavenging. And business. As much as I want to take defense to stay alive, I have to gamble on the long game. Real space generator. Scavenging tree was huge as well. The potential equipment drops are great. Oh, I can hire crew too, right? Yeah. Turn, you bastard. That's true too. So now that I found the absolute worst way to play... Oh god. It's gonna be a lot of that. I can tell you, I can tell right now. Yeah, I have a feeling that this is not gonna ever be fun. Not for like another 10 hours before this starts to actually turn into something. No, probably like an hour or two. That wouldn't be so bad to have either right now, but I'll overcome that soon enough. I don't think it's a good long-term investment. I would say a Corvette tops. Although, I don't know. I'd say the work I did with the Raven, yeah, probably not so bad. Where's this hostile warp in? Let's pick up a mercenary. That stuff's gonna despawn by the time I turn around to get back to it. Yep, exactly. What's my turning speed is less than 1, right? Yeah, 0.5 turning speed. It doesn't get much more painful than that. Definitely going to be building gyroscopes once I have a refinery running. Although, honestly, the first refinery should probably feed a couple more. But I'll need a large generator, a large reactor first, before I can even consider multiple refineries. And gyros take power too, so it's not gonna be soon. Damn it. Not enough energy to raise my weapons or my engines anymore. Oh my god. It's probably gonna end up in the long run because of the turning speed. It's probably just faster to have that there. Otherwise, I'm just going to be constantly strafing at the loot. I feel like that's not going to be faster. At least with this, I can turn while I break that rock. Jesus Christ. Okay, but I still need to go scavenge to get some scrap metal so I can build the refinery to get more scrap metal. It definitely changes the feel of the entire game. Like, what if I actually try to... It just doesn't show up. Nice. It's just like, here's what you could have, but you can't. Screw you. I like it because you could just gray out the tabs so you can't click on them at all, but no, you're gonna show it to us. Oh my god. Yeah, even weapons require scrap metal. Everything takes at least a base component, right? Nothing useful without base component. Okay, so we need to go find the... Nice. Just in case you need the middle finger. Oh, it's there. Alright. So, to speed things up... I could hire a mercenary. But not that one. Although that might be the best one here. At least I can kill them quickly. It's the only one. Oh no, it's not. That's right. There's a level 2. Just in the off chance that RNG got weird on me. Nope. Actually, let's just do both. Oh crap, I turned. I should have been turning that whole time. Ugh. Oh my god. Alright, next time I'll do that perk, but I'll do self-reliant without the Zeus. This has been some silly fun, but my god. So, how many people have done a, oh god. Wow, that's a lot of fucking Marauders. That's 2 different waves, right? Jesus. Oh, come on. Let me cheese. Thou shalt not cheese. Oh, yeah. That's not a bad idea. Go away, tooltip. Where are you going? Ah. There's just marauders everywhere. This is so ridiculous. Yay. I have a base component. Like, do you have any idea how happy I would be to find, like, one large gyro right now? It would just be like, ah, thank God. I keep thinking if I fight these marauders, I'll get a good item drop because they all have stars, but it's not happening. Don't tell me they left. Oh, thank God. Oh, is it just the one? Damn it. Okay, that's something. Oh, hardcore. Oh yeah, they can dock, huh? I didn't even think about that. Jesus. I forgot I'm a carrier. I can just let them be fully autonomous. Okay. All right. Ah, 3. Son of a bitch. I, I was had convinced myself it was only 2. No matter. Yeah, they do. Need more Marauders. Ah! Hit myself a little bit there. Gunners aren't going to help much until I have weapons. None of this is going to help much until I have something. Just tell me where the fuck it is. Okay. That was actually worth $100. I mean, sure, I probably would have found it anyway, but I just needed to know it was there. I just needed the knowledge. Ugh, such tempting targets. A beacon of hope, that's what it was. Oh, and there's a better one right here. Nice. Let's go ahead and finish the clearing since it's going to take that long to turn anyway. Yeah, exactly. I don't think 5 of them would be enough to go negative, but considering how easy it is to piss them off on accident. Is that a mine? No, that's loot. I just can't tell what it is yet. Until I'm basically right on top of it. Okay. Between that and the ore that I found so far, I might be able to build a generator after I build the thing. That's kind of cool. Right. I don't think it's enough to bump me up to 11 repair per 5 seconds, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Very funny. Four hours later. Why am I connected to a 5 and the level 2's over here? That's not fair. More cruelty. Okay. Alright. I do have to work early tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night there. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna make the live stream tomorrow. I will be at work. Again, it's been almost 3 weeks since I've had a day off of work, and could be just as long until I actually do get one. But I don't mind, except it cuts into my stream time. That's the only downside. But it's necessary for now, and I'm glad I got to play tonight. I might even get to play tomorrow night. And maybe even Monday night. We'll see what happens. But it's late. It's flippin' cold as flippin' hell. But thanks to everyone for hanging out. I definitely had fun checking out that new that new perk. That was a lot of fun. Next time I play, it's not going to be this save. The point was made. Don't do this. Next time we'll do it a more optimal way to explore the challenges of it, and it should be a lot of fun. Until then, take it easy. We'll see you next time. But everybody else, if you can, check out the live stream tomorrow for Laios. He's going to be talking about the game some more and what's coming up in the new brain, not brain. He's going to be talking about the new upcoming update that we've been beta testing. So everything you're seeing here that's new is not coming out tomorrow, but it will be expanded on and discussed. So tune in, check it out. Star Valor channel on YouTube, just like the one you're seeing in chat there. And we'll see you next time. Farewell.